City, a certified hardcore sports town. We champions in all the big four sports now. It's not smart to bet against us, we a force now. We got heart like going for it on fourth down. Ain't nothing soft about us. That Philly pretzel used to doubt us. Now you gotta respect the Philly special. Talking trash, you gon' need a pass, cause my city ride. We fanatics, you don't wanna see our gritty side. Support the colleges, what up the Big Five? The women too, like Xfinity, we get live. Whether diving for a touchdown, driving to the hole, swinging, hit a home run, fire for a goal. We kick it with the Union, in the air with the stars. See sports with the fusion, I don't care where you are. You can never be too hype for the team you like. Philly unite tonight's the night, so let's fight for the Flyers. Phillies, Sixers, Eagles, represent the city and let's do it for the people. We never throw the towel, I come from a proud city. Ring the bell, scream and yell, now say it loud with me. Flyers, Phillies, Sixers, Eagles, represent the city and let's do this for the people. So all Philly fans, let the rest of the world know. Philadelphia fans, the best in the world. Go!
Captain, what are you talking about?
It appears to be a blackout. Everything is all black.
We ready for y'all. We ready. We ready.
Yo. It's your boy Jamar, Top Shelf Sports Talk. Back with another live. As you can see, I'm decked out. You can't really see my Sixers. You know, I got my Sixers jersey on for the night. Or not tonight, but for the season they're starting out to have. My Eagles representing, you know, for tonight, Kansas City. Super Bowl preview or rematch, whatever you want to call it. Super Bowl preview or rematch, however you feel. But I'm supposed to have a guest coming in with me today. My brother Jason. Y'all seen him on here before. So I'm hoping that he can slide on for a few minutes, talk some Sixers, some Eagles, get ready for this Monday night showdown. But real quick, I want to start talking about the start with the 76ers. Oh, here we go now. My brother Jason on the line. Yo, bro.
What up?
You got this Philly thing going. We representing, ready for it.
Yeah, baby. You see it already?
You gonna be home in enough time?
Hopefully, yeah, because this karate thing is only an hour, so it should be over by 7:30.
Okay, just about the time we should be getting up out of here.
You know, doing a daddy thing.
Yeah, you got to. What's your real quick? Like I was telling the people, we gonna get into the Sixers first. You know, to talk about their record so far, how we view them, what we see, what we like, what we don't like, what we can improve on. What's your thoughts so far? 10-3 record.
Oh, I ain't got no complaints. The only complaint I didn't like that loss to the Celtics because they ain't had two of their main players, so the big three. They didn't have the shooting guard and they didn't have Porzingis. They forward.
Right.
So we shouldn't have lost to them, but at the same time, we is missing Oubre, which right now is kind of crazy because nobody knows what's up with that situation. Everybody thought it was a hit and run, and now we don't know.
I don't know. Did you see that thing that TMZ put out there saying that they got his video doorbell footage as he was
Oh
going?
yeah, I see the doorbell video. You see him come in, and you see him look all beat up, hurt, and then somebody in the background screaming, "Oh, he got hit by a car!" Yeah, but that's the only footage they got. All the cameras downtown, they can't find the car, nothing. But the cops came out and said they do believe he got hit. They just don't have no evidence to prove it.
Right. Well, that is kind of fishy. What up, sis? Thanks for being in the building. Appreciate you for being there. That is kind of crazy because if it's like if he's lying or not telling the whole truth, like will that rub the fans the wrong way? As long as I guess will the fans look the other way as long as you balling on the court?
Rumor is he got jumped. We don't know, but about who or for what. But that's the rumor is they got jumped, and he's embarrassed to say it.
Why would you be embarrassed to say that? You got jumped. There was the 2-on-1, 3-on-1. You know what I mean? You by yourself. You got jumped. It happens.
Yeah,
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, it was. I think it was Spike. What's his name? You know, what's his name from WES? Spike. Howard Eskin. Howard Eskin was on, and he said it on the radio. I think he said it. I was listening to the radio. He said it. He said that was the rumor.
Crazy, like you know what I mean, like. I mean, people are jealous. I mean, you're in a city where, I mean, any inner city right now is kind of, the hook. You know what I mean?
Already know how Philly is. Philly don't care.
Right. I mean,
it's some sports fans that care, and they were like, yeah, man, that's Oubre. Leave him alone. But then you got the people in the city that don't care about nothing. And they were like, man, I don't care who he is. Matter of fact, he got money because he Oubre.
Right. Yeah, but I mean, they say the criminal mind is a dumb mind because a lot of times, I'm gonna say no, because a lot of celebrities do walk around with a bunch of money on them, and it don't make sense. But I mean, I don't like looking at Kelly Oubre. It just don't look like that's his character to be walking around with like 10, 20,000, 30,000 on him for you to think that you was going to get some out of that situation. Other than
if he was younger, I would agree. I would definitely disagree, but he's a kind of older player. He's been in the league for a while now, so yeah, it's really no reason for him to walk around with that kind of money. But you never know because we don't know him. He just got here.
Yeah, this is his first time being here, so you don't know what he's capable of doing. But like besides all that off the court issue, like I didn't like the loss against the Celtics. I thought that because Porzingis and because Jaylen Brown took advantage of that. Even with the squad we had, I think at times during that game the ball got stagnant. Everybody was standing around watching. We didn't really flow in our offense like we've been accustomed to doing. Since
I don't blame him much on offense. I blame him more on defense. They was killing us from three. They was driving and moving, kicking and moving the ball, and just find open man. And every time they was hitting them threes, they wasn't missing. They was hot. I don't think they could be hot like that on a regular basis, but they was hot. And that's their kind of philosophy under the Celtics coach they got now, where they like to shoot threes and they like to do a drive and kick stuff. So we got to kind of be able to stay in front of our man defensively, and at the same time, everybody got to guard their man.
Yeah, but our perimeter defense throughout the years, not even just the start of this year, has always been suspect. Like teams has always been able to.
Oh yeah, I hate our perimeter because they always can penetrate easily in our team, and that's why I always hate it. But actually, this year we've been fairly better than we was on the dot with the perimeter defense. I think I like our defense completely. It's our transition defense that's killing us a little bit, but transition takes time. You gotta adapt and get used to each other.
I like our defense as a whole. I think that we've been playing a lot better defense. We've been reacting to the ball. A lot of times, the guys ain't just standing there, waiting to see what happens. You see people swatting at the ball, trying to make steals, and so that's actually a plus. I just think that we need to consistently do the intangibles, the things that we sometimes take for granted, and play our game. Like we can't. I don't care if you're playing the worst team in the league, the Washington Wizards. I mean, you can't bow down to that level. You got to keep doing what that's getting you, to where you at now. You know what I mean? Like how they play against Boston. When Boston was at full strength, that first game, everybody played hard. Now I get it. Kelly Oubre was there, and he wasn't there the second game. But he's a big part of our team. But is he a big part to our team where if he's out, we lose? We lose that kind of game?
It is that he's a big part of our team, but with Kelly Oubre out, it's two things that affect us. It affects our depth, and
Right.
it affects our scoring a little bit because our bench, we got a lot of players on our bench, but none of them on our bench is really a dominant scorer.
Right.
All of our bench is really 3-and-D people. You got Covington, he's a 3-and-D. You got the Batum, he's a 3-and-D. You got the twin senior, Morris Senior, he's a 3-and-D really. None of them really is you throw me the ball and I get my own shot guy. So
Right.
it kind of hurts. It hurts us offensively because it hurts our depth. Because with him out, we got to put one of them guys that will be coming off the bench in the starting lineup, and then it's less for us to go to on the bench.
True. Okay. All right. The reports are he'll be back within 2 weeks. You know what I mean? So I guess we are going to be looking forward to him coming back and being a part of this team and getting back in the win column. Not back in the win column, but consistently getting those wins that we need.
I hope so because he does have a reputation as being a little knucklehead. That's why we was able to get him for the veteran minimum.
Right.
With his skill set, his size and ability, we should have got him for the veteran minimum. But because his character, which is called in question, which is getting called in question now again, is why we was able to get him for a veteran minimum. He started off good. He could have, if this didn't ever happen, and he continued to play the season that he started off, he'd erase all the doubt and everything. He'd probably play himself into a good contract next year.
Yeah.
But this right now is kind of messing up and hurting him. So I don't know I hope this is not his plan, because if it was a plan, it's not a good one and it's hurting him.
I wonder what the thought process behind that though. Like, what are you thinking? Like, what do you like? If I stage in a hit and run, and it comes to find out that I haven't been hit by a car. What was your end goal? Like, what was your end game of doing that? Because in my eyes, it's like, I was walking down the street, they jumped me. Some people saw Kelly Oubre walking down the street and jumped me. I don't know who it was. Or maybe he got beat up so bad he thought it was a hit and run.
Man, I don't know, because he started off the season good. He was kind of changing his narrative on his whole narrative of his career, and everybody was looking at him in a different light. If he could have maintained that throughout the whole season and with no issues and no problems, he definitely could have played himself into a very lucrative contract next year. But I don't know. We'll see. He was looking good. He fits our team right now. But I think we still need like somebody off the bench that could give us some punch.
What's up with Twin?
Someone we could, huh?
What's up with Twin?
Man, I don't know, man. Twin, Batum, and Rocco, they all on their last legs. Twin, he might not have it for just the other day. Last game, he hit some shots, because before that, he was missing. I didn't know if it was him getting used to new surroundings, being home, because, sometimes people can't play good at home. Sometimes they got to be away because they got family and other distractions that mess with them. But I don't know. I'm waiting to see. He ain't really get too much playing time, no tick yet, and we'll see how it goes. I think he might be one of the prime targets for trading. Him, Court Miles, and maybe Springer, to get somebody in here that we could use, like a Zach LaVine or something.
Unless Chicago is looking to rebuild and say that they're going to lose they don't care about losing their players. Like, do you think that they would make that trade? I mean, like Zach LaVine, like for you?
No.
Twin.
No. The crazy thing is, no, I don't think they would make that trade. They came out earlier and said they wouldn't trade them, but now it's been a lot of if you look on the internet, there's a lot of rumors. They say he wants us, the Lakers, and Miami is his preferred destinations.
And I saw something that said that it was not going to be us. It was because I guess the Lakers and Miami had better trade bait or
assets. Yeah.
I don't know who
they said we're not willing to give up a lot, and I don't blame them. I wouldn't give up a lot for him. Why would we?
No.
They're not gonna get Maxey. They're not gonna get a Embiid. So they're not gonna get Tobias. So who they gonna want, really?
Why wouldn't you give up Tobias?
I wouldn't give Tobias. We didn't even win. Why would we give up somebody? And you already know we got the leverage because he's disgruntled. He don't want to be there. Everybody knows he don't want to be there. But the crazy thing is, I like LaVine. I think he could fit good with his athleticism and the fact that he shoots a lot of threes, so it's spacer for Embiid. But the person I would prefer really is his other person, the other guard, not him.
Rosen.
Yeah, DeRozan. I prefer DeRozan.
I think
because DeRozan he already know Nick Nurse system. He played with Nick Nurse, so they know each other. His skill set is kind of fit good with us. Even though he don't shoot a lot of threes, his perimeter game is perfect. You have him if you set up properly. You have Embiid close to the basket. You have killing them everybody by the basket. Then you have him killing everybody in the mid range game, and then you got Maxey outside killing everybody with the threes. You got them on all levels. Yeah. And DeRozan is not scared of it. He's a shooting guard that will. You're not worried about the time or the situation. He'll go out and get a bucket.
Just a question: if you put DeRozan on this team, does it take away from Maxey his ability to keep doing what he's doing?
No, because Maxey's still going to be the point. DeRozan's going to slide the shooting guard. He would take Melton's spot. And Melton had to come off the bench, which I don't think was a bad thing because it would help our depth and our scoring off the bench.
The only reason why I say that is because DeRozan is a superstar in the league. He's established in the league, and I don't want Maxey to get back into that mindset. And it seemed like not last game, but the game before that, he got back into that, or he went back for a second to that that passive type of game where he was giving up the ball a lot more than he should have at times. I
don't see that. First off, by the time if we was to trade for DeRozan, by the time we get him, be a trade deadline, be like February. Maxey done played half the season. He'd be not settled into his role already. He'd be him. He already know. Right now, Maxey and Embiid, they kill him. They lead the league as scoring as a duo.
Yeah, they're the number one.
So,
lead duo.
And then last game, Maxey had 10 assists and Embiid had 9.
Yeah,
like it ain't like they still getting their shots and sharing the ball.
Yeah, but I'm just saying because DeRozan is a scorer too, so he got to get.
I understand that.
You get him shots.
But you see, in the way Nick Nurse runs his offense, people are getting shots. Like when the season started, before Oubre got hurt and all that, we had 4 people averaging 20 points. So we had people getting shots. So it's not going to be hard for him to get his shots.
Okay, all right. So you see it.
And the flow of the game, people know how to play. They vets. He's a vet. He's going to know how to do. And that's the thing he's missing right now, DeRozan, as far as I'm concerned, is a championship because they was winning all them games, the playoffs. They kept running to LeBron. LeBron kept putting them out. They traded him for the Claw, and then they won. And he ain't won since. And it was like it kind of seemed like it was him, but it was more LeBron leaving the East and going to the West than it was they're trading for him in the Claw, if you ask me.
Yeah, I think so too, because I mean, honestly, that series it should have been us going to the championship.
True, I believe that. And then with him, he always played defense too. Even though he's a scorer, he always played good defense. He's not a turnstile. Yeah. And Nick Nurse always had a good defensive team, and he was there. So with him and I forget his name in Miami now.
Lowry.
Yeah, him and Lowry backcourt used to work good. So I can't see him and Maxey backcourt not working out either. It's kind of similar.
Okay, all right. So I mean, that's your. And so who you said you were giving up for him?
Who I give up?
Zach LaVine, but you didn't say nothing about who you trade for DeMar DeRozan.
Korkmaz, Twin. Korkmaz, Twin, and who else? Probably if it depends on if we have to, I'll probably give a Springer too, and a couple draft picks.
Oh, Springer.
I like Springer, but man, for that kind of trade, you gotta get somebody up. They're not going because you got Korkmaz and you got Swin. That's inspired contracts. Mm-hmm. So they want that. They take them on this money, clear the books off the books. Springer's a prospect. And then draft picks, that's what you gotta give up basically for a player at that level. You ain't gonna give them nothing.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, I hear it. I not that Springer has been some type of all-star type player, but I like the development he's, and the chances of getting underneath Nick Nurse's system, which can turn him into a solid player because he got defense. He can play defense. Under that
defense is exceptional.
Yeah,
it's what you get from him offensively. He's still developing, but still, what you think you're gonna give up for Zach LaVine or?
I'm looking at a CC. I was looking at Tobias, to be honest.
Why? Because Tobias. Why would you give Tobias somebody that can help you now for somebody that you're hoping that can develop in the future? We're trying to win. We're not trying to build a team. The team's already built. We're trying to win. You think Springer is going to contribute to us winning the playoffs more than Tobias?
No, I'm not saying that.
Exactly. So why would you want to trade him for over him?
You're in the win mode. You're in the win now mode. I get it. But I'm just saying, like with Tobias, with do you re-sign Tobias at the end of the year? Do you re-sign him? Not obviously not for a max. We can leave that alone. I said, do you re-sign him in general?
Well, if the price is right, I don't see why not. He's been playing with Habib and Maxey right now. You obviously he fits in, and since he's been here, like everybody hates Tobias because they feel he's overpaid. I feel he's overpaid. A lot of people feel he's overpaid, which makes sense. But besides the fact that everybody feels he's overpaid, Tobias has done nothing. He's been a consummate professional. He's done morphed his game to fit the situation no matter what coach or team we've been around.
True.
So it shows he's adaptable. And he's never been a liability. He might not be somebody we count on, but he's never been somebody that costs us anything.
That's true. I definitely can't even argue with that. I can't even make an argument about that. He's definitely been a consummate professional. He's definitely been in any role you asked that man to play. He played. He did what he had to do to make sure he did his part to win. I mean, it was never always pretty. You know what I mean? Because whatever role he was asked to play, but he did it, and he did what he had to do. And that, like you said, I think a lot of times that as fans, we get upset that he made it was 180, for the 5 years, like
Yeah.
get 180 worth of play out of him. So that was the biggest
That's-
hope for him.
That's not his fault, though. That was the Sixers' fault for paying him that money. If you play as a person, anybody in the world, if somebody offer you a ridiculous amount of money, you're going to take it unless there's a reason not to.
Gonna take it and run with it, man. And
that's what he did. He didn't do nothing wrong.
No, that's what you're supposed to do. But I'm just thinking, like, I guess what I'm thinking of is long term. I'm thinking of long term because I'm thinking like, all right, so if you don't believe you're gonna re-sign Tobias, but you can get Zach LaVine or like, see, my pick is either Pascal or Anunoby. That's my pick.
But think about it. I like Anunoby too. I'm not much of a Pascal fan for us, but I like his game. But I don't think there's a big difference between him and Tobias. I don't think because if you trade off with him and Tobias is with him you probably get more offense. With Tobias you get more defense. So you're not winning. It's a trade off. Is what you want. So if you want more offense, then you get Siakam. But if you want more defense, you can stay with Toby.
All right, so
Toby, people figured Toby, since Ben Simmons left, Toby, most of the time, Toby guards the other team's best defender, best player.
Yeah.
So you can't underrate that.
Right.
And at the same time, he can still get you 20 on a good night. So you can't look at him like he's a nobody. He's doing his job. He's doing really good. And at his size and his ability, I can't complain. I like Toby, really. I just, like everybody else, I just felt he was a little overpaid. That was the Sixers' fault. That was never his fault. But other than that, I have no problem with Tobias.
I'm not looking at him as a nobody. I'm just saying like he's a good trade bait for the Sixers because he's an expiring contract and he's a good player. But I mean, obviously you're going to have to get somebody back that, like you say, is either whatever end you're looking for. Like if you lose Tobias, you lose in defense, and if you bring somebody in, either you're going to bring somebody in that's going to be defensively sound like he is, or you're going to bring somebody in that's scoring. You know what I mean? So I hear what you're saying, but I guess I'm looking at it more not just this year, years more, years to come. But you're looking to win now, so that would make sense for you to say like DeRozan or LaVine or somebody that win now would be better for me and keep Tobias. And I get it, but I'm just saying like on that devil's advocate, like that GM devil's advocate. I don't know if I'm a GM of the Chicago Bulls and you call me with Twin, Korkmaz, and even Springer, I don't know if that is enough for me to pull that trigger.
But you got what are we trying to do? Because like what they got no choice. It's just like what we just gave up for Harden. What did we give up for Harden, really?
All right, so we got
well, not what we gave up, what we got back for him, I should say.
To me, we got a complement of players that can help now. You know what I mean? And because they all expiring contracts, so you can't say they're gonna help in the future because they might not sign back here. Nick Batum might be gone if he continues to play on the high level or a good level that he's been playing on. Who's the other one? Nick Batum, Twin. Well, Twin hasn't really shown what he could do yet because he's still, I guess I know Nick Nurse said something about he's still learning the system. But and KJ hasn't played. Rocco has played, but I think Rocco might sign back because He's not looking to go
Like it here, but
here. So he
all we
might.
got for Harden though was expiring contracts and some picks. We
Yeah,
ain't getting no players. So that's the same thing we giving back to the Bulls. Or we went Levine or the other one, DeRozan. We
Yeah.
only give them expired contracts and picks because they can clear the books. Because obviously, if they get rid of either one of them, they're gonna go. Especially if they get rid of Levine, they're going in a rebuild.
Yeah.
They're not gonna build a team around DeRozan because he's too old. I don't believe they would. They'd probably hold on to him because they ain't got nobody to play her, but they wouldn't build a team around him because he's an older player. And they want to go build a new team. They're gonna start young. They're gonna build from the ground up. Yeah.
Right.
So you got to think.
But I mean, so it's Miami and who's the other two? Who's the other team? It's Miami. Who else?
The Lakers, Miami, and Philly. Levine.
So Miami got obviously Tyler Hero and probably a couple other players, which is more appealing to me than Jalen.
Yeah, but I don't. If you think about it, would they really put Hero in there? Because if they trade Hero for Levine, that's all you be doing. We be trading Hero for Levine. You think that's gonna really
He was in it
get
when
you
they
where you need to go?
He was in it when they was talking about Lillard. Dame Lillard when they was trying to.
Yeah, but that's a different player. Lillard for Hero is different than a Hero for Zach LaVine.
I'm not.
Lillard can drop 50 at any point one day. Zach LaVine probably had a couple 50-point games, but he's not Lillard. You wouldn't put him on Dame Lillard. Dame Lillard is Dame time. They closing games out. You ain't got that. Zach LaVine ain't won a playoff series in his career yet.
Right. So you saying just the unproven is holding him back? I get you. I understand that. I'm just saying, like, our package compared to even the LA, because there are two players, AD and LeBron, outside of them, they ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? So they got a bunch of players that they can put in the package to get a Zach LaVine or DeRozan. Better than what we have to offer is what I'm saying.
Oh, they might definitely have better packages, but you never know. It all depends. I don't think Miami really don't have much. The Lakers maybe got a little bit more, but I don't think neither one of them can really. The only package I could say they could do better is the player standpoint. They could probably offer up better players, better quality players, but the players we're gonna be offering up is expiring contracts. It ain't about the players, it's about the contract. So you getting that money, moving that money off the books to free up space for them to make other moves.
Right.
So I don't know. It all depends on what they want. So I can't speak on it because I ain't really strong in Chicago's basketball roster and the way they thought. Because I don't really watch Bulls that much.
Yeah, I understand that. Let me ask you this then. Now, spend the first half an hour talking about the Sixers, and then we get ready to get into our Sixers. our Eagles.
Oh man, the boys. Hope they win tonight.
Thanks for checking in, Maurice. Appreciate you, bro. Maxey, they Chicago won Maxey, and we're not making that move. Maxey's teams around the league has been told that don't even call for Maxey. They don't even. If you got a thought of calling for Maxey, just hang up. Don't even let it ring. You know what I mean?
It ain't crazy. Why would we give away Maxey? Maxey is the only thing. One reason Maxey's an up-and-coming superstar. I ain't gonna say superstar yet. I was telling my girl because she watched basketball with me. I've been teaching her. Like he's developing his star role, his star ability.
Right.
For him to become a superstar, he has to play at this level for a couple of seasons or doing the playoffs.
Right. Yeah.
So he ain't reached the superstar status yet, but he's playing at star status and he's ascending. You've seen every year he got better.
Right.
And then you got Embiid. Embiid is right now in his prime. Why would you take away one of the reasons that Embiid is willing to stay? Because Embiid sees what Maxey brings to the table, so he believes in Maxey. That's why he's willing to stay. If you get rid of him and bring some other guy in here that's gonna, who knows, will you act like Ben Simmons or Harden and then decides to quit on the team? What you think gonna happen after that? People like, you got rid of Maxey. You brought this guy here. Another year of this crap where we got to deal with this Ben Simmons Harden type situation. I'm out of here. I'm tired of this. That's what you're going to say. Then we going to have nothing.
Real quick. Going forward, what's your predictions for the Sixers? What you see, what you see happening going forward? Even trade remarks. Like, what you think before we close them out?
I don't know as far as trades. I'm just watching. I'm just enjoying the team right now. Right now, I like the way they play. I like the defense. I like the way the offense. I really like Nick Nurse. He seems like a way better coach than Doc. He don't seem set in his ways so easily as Doc was. Doc was stubborn. He didn't like to adjust. His in-game adjustments sucked. I hated that about Doc. It's like if it didn't work when it started, we was screwed from the beginning.
Yeah, it was screwed for the rest of the game.
Yeah, because he ain't making no adjustments. He just gonna leave it there. We done for. We gonna down that knife.
Right.
But Nick Nurse look like he make good adjustments. He's adaptable. He's constantly tweaking them and getting them better. And it's a good brand of basketball. I like watching. Like last game, we been sitting out in the fourth quarter. Last couple of games.
A lot, and that's like key. Like that's real key to his success going down for in the play
Durability and being healthy. Yeah, he ain't got to play because we've been playing good. We ain't had to play fourth quarter most games. He's doing real good, blow people out.
You didn't see that a lot last year. You see that occasionally, but you didn't see that a lot, like consistently, like how we're seeing it right now. And I truthfully, I like it when he's out on the fourth.
And with that, not only is Beeb getting rest, it's getting our bench more playing time. So that showcased the talent that we can use to trade. It might pique somebody's interest.
Yeah, Paul Reed is getting a little bit more playing time. You know what I mean, which is building his confidence. You see him out there shooting the three, which I can do without Paul Reed shooting the three, but that's cool.
Well, that was always the plan, though. If you think about it, because remember, the all season is coming into the season. They was talking about playing him and B together.
Yeah,
so if they play him and B together, he definitely had to shoot the three. And he was capable of it. He was doing it a lot in the G League. Mm-hmm. He hasn't doing so much since he came to the league, but in G League, he was really good. Well, I ain't gonna say really good, proficient three-point shooter.
All right, listen, we getting ready. So real quick, I'm gonna just say for me, I like to see Maxey real quick keep on his ascending wet path. Like I like to see him keep getting aggressive, developing his shot. You know what I mean, shooting them open threes. I like to see him getting them assists. Like so, I like everything what Maxey is doing right now. And I just want him to keep doing that because I think that if he keeps balling like that, we'll definitely be good to go going forward. You know what I mean? His confidence.
All I need is for Maxey to be stay consistent,
right?
With what he's doing right now, and if he can develop a little bit more efficiency. Yeah. Once he get a little bit more efficiency with this consistency, it's over. He'll definitely be a superstar, and we won't have to worry about him no more.
So now, the game of the day, Monday Night Football. Your Philadelphia Eagles versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Super Bowl rematch, possibly.
Never. I hate that narrative. It's not a Super Bowl rematch, not even close. Because the stakes is not the same, so you can't even say that.
Yeah, Nurse has the team in motion opposed to sitting and waiting for 3. Uber helps come off the bench for need rotation like that. Yeah, I agree with you, Reese. You know what I mean? He does have a team in motion. They're moving around. They're getting there.
I agree with that part. I don't know about the Uber coming off the bench because who we gonna start over that? Because right now, Uber coming off the bench probably help our punch off the bench, but who gonna start? Because you're giving an offense start offense punch.
I guess it depends on who you trade for.
Yeah, that's a long way down the line. Right now, because they're not trading nobody no time soon. The closest date they would give is the trade deadline, which is February.
Right.
So they ain't trading for nobody no time soon.
Right, that's true. All right, but look, let's get back to the Eagles, man. You said you hate the fact that they're calling it a Super Bowl rematch or preview.
Yeah, it's not the same. The stakes not the same. It's not even close. It's a regular season game. Once you lose, you can't lose somebody in the Super Bowl and they come back and beat the next season in a regular season game like that's revenge. No, it's not. It's not revenge.
Listen, let me tell you this. I'm gonna say it's not revenge because you lost the Super Bowl. Obviously, you lost a higher stake. But for me right now, 8-1 right now going into this game. If we beat the Kansas City Chiefs right now, for me, is a measuring stick of what we can do going into that Super Bowl. Going into a Super Bowl if we used to make it.
I don't believe that narrative either because what's a measuring stick with one season game or one regular season game middle of the season? The Kansas City Chiefs is a good team. So beating them is good for us and it will be a measuring stick in that level because we'd be a good team during the regular season. But that's about it. I don't think it's going no further than that. What I like about this fact is that Kansas City do have a very good defense. So if our offense could score against their defense, that'd be more likely we'd be able to score against any defense. Because they're in the top 3, I think, in the defensive categories.
Yeah, they got
so that's a good thing. But offensively, They're not as good as they was last year.
No.
So
not at all.
defensively, we're not as good as we was last year. So hopefully our defense show up. And because they average like 21 points a game. So if we go out and do our regular offense where we're like 30 and our defense can hold them to their average, we should win easily.
Yeah. Now hold on. He said we haven't had real competition throughout the season.
But
Yeah.
they killed me with that. They said that last year. Oh, y'all didn't play nobody. As soon as y'all play somebody, it's gonna be a different story. And it ran through all season. We made to the Super Bowl. You can only play who's on your schedule. Who are we supposed to play? When we played Tampa Bay, they was considered a good team at the time. We smashed them.
Right.
When we played Miami, they was considered a good team at the time. We smashed them. It's like we can only play on our schedule. What do you want us to do? Dallas was considered a good team. When we played them, we beat them. They still now if they lost, they've been winning, and they still considered a good team. But so who are we supposed to do? What are we supposed to do?
The Chiefs are not good this year, but they have a young wide receiver. It don't have a deep threat, and they don't have a deep.
Their wide receivers been a problem for them. They would drop a lot of passes. Besides Kelsey, they don't really have too much. Nobody else to help them offensively. But hey, that's not our fault.
Kevin Byard.
They drafted because they were so good offensively. They didn't pay the offense no mind. They was focused on defense. That's why defense is good right now.
Right.
Their defense is all from the draft. They built that up. That's their defense. But because of Mahomes, they figured they could throw anybody out there. Which I don't blame him because he's still making it work somewhat. It's not as explosive as he used to be when he got Tyreek Hill and all the other guys. Of course not. But he's still making it work. He's still in the MVP voting. Leading the league right now, MVP voting. They still 9-8-2.
Right.
So that's the way they went. They was like, we're gonna build this defense, and whatever we get out there, we got Kelsey, we got Mahomes. They're gonna make it work regardless, and they're doing it.
Kevin Byard has been historically good against Travis Kelce. Do we man,
I didn't try that because they were talking about how he was disturbingly good against the Cowboys, and he didn't do nothing against them. But like you said, that was when he was playing with the Titans. He got to the Eagles. He didn't have time really. This is his third game, fourth week here. He been here a month. Like he's still adjusting. He's still adapting.
Yeah.
My secondary is really scary though. It's oh my god. It seems like I don't know why because the guy from Washington, he just lights us up two times this season, and it seems like he can't light nobody else up. Like they lost to the Giants and a rookie quarterback.
Yeah, the Giants just won again yesterday.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. They beat the Commanders.
Yeah,
and the Commanders lit us up every time we played them. But they just lost to the Giants. They got like 30-some points each game. The Giants, they scored 19. It's like, I don't know why they play so good against us, but they kill us. They can't kill nobody else.
I mean, it's any given Sunday, as my man Tyrone, if he was on here, would say. But I mean, to me, I guess when you're playing against the Eagles, you look forward to playing against that secondary because
that's what I said. Secondary is scary, but I have hope. I just think they got to get a little health and a little get it together because I think Maddox and Roby, that slot killed us.
Right.
Because it always does for some reason. I don't know why it affects us so much compared to other teams, but our slot corner get hurt just really affects our secondary.
He's back today, Bradley Roby.
Yeah, Bradley Roby and Maddox. That's our two slot corners. Maddox got hurt, then Roby got Roby, and then he got hurt. But he's supposed to be playing tonight, so I hope we'll see the difference.
Yeah.
And then, we had a safety issue.
The safety issue is better now.
We had the safety issue. It's over already? That was fast. Karate over fast. We had a safety issue.
Eagles tonight. That's why they got him out of there fast.
Oh, you got your white belt. Oh, my baby got a white belt.
Good job, Jace. Good job. So I just think that my prediction. What's your thoughts for the night? What's your predictions? What do you look to see happening?
You talking about score?
No, like just in general plays. Player of the games. Who's going to do what? Who you see?
If I would play again, I want what's today to break out. I think it's a good game for the breakout. I've been predicting last time. I think we talked. I predicted him to break out. He didn't. Well, he had a good game because he had I think he had 699 yards. But I think Devontae can really because people be overlooking Devontae. Devontae is nice. The Slim Reaper, Slim Batman is really good on the low. Everybody got it because AJ been monstering. I can't front. AJ definitely been monstering, but everybody they like no one receiver, but Devontae is our 1A. So don't sleep on him.
Right. They
And
had
then got her out. Jalen had no other choice. He got to go to either Vontae Smith or the backfield. I don't think our tight end is going to be a big issue this game. I think two might get a couple passes, but that's about it. I don't think they're going to really affect the game that much. I think it's going to be a lot of our receivers, a lot of our running backs, with Swift and Gainwell out the backfield.
So that's what I think. I think it's going to be a lot of tight end blocking. They're going to use it for blocking.
But it's supposed to be raining in left field, so I hope is that our running game will really get going this game, like it was early this season. We could get a good rushing 100-something yards for Swift. That'd be great. If we get Swift 100-something yards, we should win.
Yeah, I think so too. So like in terms of player of the game, you saying Swift or you saying Devontae?
If I had to pick a player, I'd say Swift.
Okay. I'm going player of the game. I'm gonna go with Swole Batman because he's been doing it the whole time. I think Swole Batman going out there.
So you kind of pick with me. You went the running game because if you pick a Swole, no, you said Swole Batman, not Fat Batman, not Sexy Batman. It's Swole Batman's AJ. Oh, my bad.
Swole Batman is going to definitely do it because Swole Batman been killing all year long. And
that ain't really a big step. He been killing them all year long. You just can pick him to be consistent.
Like when we was talking earlier when we first came into this, when we was talking about the game or whatever, I think people circle games on their calendars to say like this is the game I want to really have a dominant game and just go out there and kill. I think this is like for Jalen Hurts because it's a bitter taste in his mouth for losing the Super Bowl. For Swole Batman. For Devontae, I think Devontae circles every game on his calendar. You know what I mean? I don't think Devontae really has a pick. But for those two guys, I think that it really means that much to them that they got to go out there and perform. I really think they like I gotta do this I gotta make this happen tonight. You don't think so?
I don't know if it's a guy. I don't think they feel about it as strong as we fans feel about it. I know they do want to win and all that, but like you listen to Kelsey, he said it's just they just want to win. They don't look at revenge. And that's been a narrative come out of Eagle Lockers all the time, whole week. It's not about revenge. They just want to win. It's just another week.
I hear you say that, but I also believe that that's the cliche way of saying something. Like, yeah, I just want to win. I don't care who we playing. I just want to win. But I think that it's bitter taste in your mouth. What's up, Nisi? I see you. It's bitter taste in their mouth, and they're like, "Yo, I got to go out here and do it. I got to get it done."
They just want to win. The only way to get that taste out of their mouth is to keep winning and make it to the Super Bowl. I think that's what they want to do to get the taste out of their mouth. They want to make it back to the Super Bowl and win this time. And this is just the journey. This is the journey they got to take.
So it's the only team stopping them from getting to that journey, getting to that Super Bowl in the NFC. You believe is what team? I'll say the 49ers. That's the only team I think is our main competition. With them adding Chase Young and bolstering their defense, I don't really think I think they look at it and say, well, we if Brock Purdy is playing good, then we can win. Or I mean, we can do what we need to do. But I think they bolster their defense to make it seem like, all right, well, we're just going to stop you defensively. We're not going to try to rely on put all the eggs in one basket with Brock Purdy.
Man, 49ers are really good. They are the biggest threat to us right now because the way they play. And I didn't watch the game, but I watched Red Zone. I watched them. Purdy out there balling sometimes. But Purdy can be got. That's what I like about Purdy. Purdy can definitely be got. Right. If you put some pressure on him, he become real pedestrian real quick.
Right. I say that they are our biggest obstacle in the way of getting to the Super Bowl. We play them not next week but the week after, so I think that's going to be that's obviously going to be one of the games of the week. Which is
that's a game I circle not for the teams but for the fans. 49 fans pissed me off all last year when we win because they came up with all kind of excuses to discredit our win. Like, just accept the loss. When we the loss, we accepted it. Why you got to come up with all kinds of excuses to kind of discredit our loss? We
No,
beat y'all, and we beat y'all fair and square. Like, you going to say, oh, if our quarterback get hurt. Your quarterback got hurt because your coach was overconfident, blocking our best rusher at that season that had 16 sacks with
yeah,
a tight end. That was disrespect. Why would you block somebody like that with a tight end and did it multiple times and got the quarterback killed multiple times because of it? Like, you was overlooking or downplaying the ability of our players, and that's what happened. It wasn't like it was some kind of magic.
right. I mean,
It wasn't no fluke. It was all clean. He cleanly beat his and crushed their quarterback.
right, yeah, and that's, I mean, and like you said, it was clean. It wasn't no fluke. It was what you designed for your team to go out there and do. You wanted your team to go out there and block our best defensive player with a tight end.
A defensive pass rusher, yes. And then everybody knew that the Eagles that year, especially our defense, was based off the pass rush. We had almost set a record with as many sacks we got.
Yeah.
So why was you not concerned with that? You thought you could just we got like 5 players with double-digit sacks, and you just thought, oh, we could block them straight up like this was easy, and that's what happened.
Do the Eagles get home today against Patrick Mahomes? We didn't get him in the Super Bowl. Do we get him today?
Huh?
I said, do we get home today against Patrick Mahomes? We didn't get him in the Super Bowl. Do we get him today? Do we get any sacks on him today?
I don't know. It's a similar situation. We had a wet field Super Bowl where they were slipping and sliding so they couldn't get to him. And it's about to be a wet field again tonight. So we can only hope and see. We'll see how it goes.
I don't know. Yeah, we can only see how it goes. I'm hoping that we get home on him today. I'm hoping that Hassan gets home on him. I'm hoping that my guy.
Well, I can say one thing that was different because I can't even say that because we did get a lot of pad work, but I think we're getting a little bit more push up the middle this year than we did last year.
Right.
Even though Hargrave did good, Hargrave and Cosmo, but Jalen Carter is he's doing just everything Hargrave did last year, if not better. And then Cox, like he found the youth with them young boys there. And Davis even playing good too, and Milton. So I like our tackle rotation right now. We got a good. Before it was just really Cox and Hargrave, but now it's like the whole defensive tackle room. Right. Everybody playing good. Milton, Cox, Hargrave. I mean not Hargrave. Carter and Davis.
Right. I think and with that push, I think I mean the Patrick Mahomes has been under pressure a lot this season. Their offensive line hasn't been the best. You know what I mean? And to me, with these road graders, you got Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter, Fletch, I think that you can put pressure on him to where, I mean, you may not get, I'm hoping you get home, but if you don't get home, maybe you get him to throw some, he's good at the unorthodox, crazy, out of the blue type of throw, but you're hoping that if you get enough pressure on them, your secondary and your linebackers can cover.
The crazy thing is, who's gonna play today that it might make a difference. I think they gonna get some play time today. From Georgia, one of the Georgia boys. What's the young boy?
Ringo?
No, not Ringo. The pass rusher.
The pass rusher.
Yeah, what's his name? He plays the same position as Riddick.
Oh, Jalen Smith.
No.
I mean, Nolan Smith. I'm sorry, Nolan Smith.
Yeah, Nolan Smith. Yeah, because Bennett's out. He's out this game. They already Derek Bennett's out.
Oh, Barnett is out? I didn't know.
Yeah, he's personal reasons he say he's not playing, so that gives him a chance to get some playing time. I would like to see him play a little bit more with that speed to see what he could do. He kind of undersized though. I kind of think we might have to end up moving him and make him like a regular linebacker. With his speed, he could probably do some things.
He's got
linebackers, even the Kobe Dean. He ain't been looking that good.
He got a sack on the year though.
Oh, the Kobe Dean? Yeah, Smith. Yeah, I know. They definitely got a sack on the year. I know that.
Yeah, so I'm talking about Smith got a sack on the year. He got who did he get it with? Not Was it? No, it wasn't against Dak. It was who did they play before Dallas? He got a sack before whoever they played before Dallas. He got his first sack of the year. You know, so hopefully, yeah, I like to see him go out there and do his thing. I like to see him go out there and beast. You know what I mean? And make a name for himself, get some more playing time. So tell me
Yeah, I want to see him on.
before we get up out of here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I did.
Before we get up out of here, what's your score?
Well, score. I don't think it's gonna be a high score of the game, so I'm gonna go with 24-20 Eagles.
24-20 Eagles. Okay. I'm probably about that too. 20-24. I'm gonna go 27-20 Eagles just to be, a little different than what your score is. I'm gonna say 27. I'm gonna say a touchdown a touchdown win. I see Jalen Hurts having a balanced attack. Like I don't think that he just gets he I don't think he gets I think he has a game for himself. Like I think he has a good game. You know what I mean? I don't see him making too many mistakes because like I said, in the Super Bowl he turned the ball over, he fumbled, which is unfortunate, you know what I mean? So I think he looks to go in this game to correct all of those mistakes. Not to say that it's going to be, a thing for him to win the Super Bowl, but look to say like, all right, y'all got away with that last year. This is what I'm gonna do now. This is what I'm in, this is where I'm at now. So I think he has a good game today because he's looking to bounce back from what he did in the Super Bowl.
So you think he's trying to reaffirm himself, like saying, "I know I could." After beating, he got to beat them to prove to himself that I know I can beat you guys now. That's what you're trying to say.
Yeah, it's sort of like how the mindset was when they played against Dallas, when they was like, the Eagles have a losing record against Dak, and Jalen Hurts hasn't beaten Dak since he's been playing, but Jalen Hurts was a rookie the first he came in the first year when he took over for Carson, he came in the last 4 games of the year, and we already played Dallas. The second year, I think Dak was hurt. Was it that year that Dak was hurt? And then last year, Dak was hurt the first game and Jalen played, and then Jalen didn't play the second game and Dak played. So it was like, can Jalen beat Dak? And and Jack.
They just put out the inactive list: Sharp Penny, Derek Barnett, Tanner McKee, Super Opeta, and Mombo Jomo.
Oh yeah, Jomo. Who stands out on that list for you? Like except Penny, because I would like to see Penny play, but I mean, all the rest of the guys are kind of like, all right, we kind of knew that was going to happen.
See, Opeta on there means Cam Jurgens should be playing tonight.
Yeah, he's back.
With Cam Jurgens playing, hopefully it'll open up our rushing attack, which kind of stagnant a little bit.
Right.
Yeah. Other than that, like you said, Penny, Opa. I think it with Obo with Gerbo on there, and the fact that Derek Burnett's on there too. So I really think Smith might get a little play today because who else are gonna go to? In the rotation, you got Sweat, you got Riddick, you got Graham, and that's it. Now he comes up next.
Right. Yeah. So I mean, you don't have any concerns with that, do you?
What?
That injury report, like Cam Jurgens.
No, that's inactive. They ain't say it. It's just nobody on there is worried about Barnett.
Right.
Who knows what you get from him? You're not getting no good production. I know that. You might get a penalty. That's about it.
Somebody
roughing the pass or something. You always a late hit something with him.
Yeah, that's the only thing you're getting from him. But look, I'm gonna let
Opeta's depth, and all the rest of them is just depth people.
Yeah.
Third string quarterback, the key. 2 defensive end and backup guard. We ain't really missing none.
No, all right. So I mean, it's gonna be a tight game. It's definitely gonna be a tight game. Because the Chiefs are a good team. You can't just discount them. They're a good team. They play some sound football and they got experience. So we can't, as Eagle fans out there, I know a lot of y'all sitting there about to do y'all parties and everything for Monday night, knowing y'all got to get up for work in the morning. But it's going to be a nail biter. I'm letting y'all know right now. It's going to be a nail biter. So don't be in there getting all drunk thinking that they're going to just blow this team out. I would love to see it happen. I would love to see the Eagles go in there and just blow the doors off this team. Like, who wouldn't want to see that? But it's going to be a dogfight to the end.
Oh, it's definitely gonna be a dog fight. If they was to blow this team out, oh my God, tomorrow it'd be a good morning. Cause I know all ESPN is gonna talk about is how we just demolished them, all
Yep.
that. Cause ever since back in the Miami, they were talking about this is a tougher schedule, but we did nothing but kept winning. So they kept moving the bar. Like, oh, now the toughest schedule gonna start. It was supposed to start back with Miami.
This is
Now it's starting now with them. So we blow them up. They gonna move it again. Like, oh no, it don't start till y'all play 49ers or Seattle. They gonna keep moving it.
I don't buy it. I believe like right now, this part of the schedule is the toughest part of the schedule for us. Because you got the Kansas City Chiefs right now. Even though you got a slumping Bills team who, they beat the Jets yesterday, but you got a slumping Bills team, and then you got the 49ers, and then you go to Dallas. So to me, that's a tough part of the schedule right there. Those are four, but with the exception of the Bills, I think the Bills might be 500, but you got 4 teams that's over 500. That's a tough task.
I wouldn't sleep on the Bills. They definitely played good last night.
No, they
Ever since they fired their offensive coordinator,
and
they looked good offensively, but there's definitely you can't sleep on their quarterback because Bill quarterback is nice. I always like him. He got that gunslinger mentality. With that mentality, you can win any game, but you can also lose any game. That's their problem. But at the same time, you still got a chance.
That's exactly what's been happening. Not only have they been winning some games with that mentality, but they have been losing. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna play real quick. I want to play my little hype video before we get out of here. I don't know if you want any closing thoughts after the video go off before we get out of here, but let me play the video real quick.
Thing I want you to do for me.
What?
Come here.
What?
Win.
What are we waiting for?
You know what you gotta do. Do it.
How you feel what's about to happen on this field, man? They ain't gonna get it to us. We got to take it. They want to black out. We gonna get one black out. Stay together and keep fighting. Now, it's time to knuckle up. Everything that move. Touchdown. Brian Westbrook, he scored. Touchdown. And the Eagles win. The Eagles win. Let's get into it all day. Relentless. All your spirit, all your power, all your love. Give me what you got. Right now. Right now. You ain't ready for a fight. Go ahead and go home. Because that's what this is going to be for 4 quarters. A fight. We always win when we fight together. That's how winning is done.
Now get out there.
EAGLES Eagles. All right,
Yeah, baby.
So I'll see you Sunday at 11. We'll be back on to talk about this victory versus the Kansas City Chiefs and the upcoming game against the Buffalo Bills. Any closing thoughts before we get up out of here?
Yeah, bro. I see you Sunday. Hopefully we win. Be a good night tonight. You know I'll be texting you to the game anyway, so we'll see.
All right, man. Get home safe. Talk to you during the game. See you Sunday.